Cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for a big play. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hall. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically.
Throws for the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
The give to the tailback. Makes his man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Dances away to buy time. He wants it all. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's West. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's West. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds of...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks.
Wide open spaces. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
On the ground, it's Cooks. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Working that left side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the right. Hits the crease. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Pushed through behind his back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. So here comes the Michigan offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to rack him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Plucks it out of the air. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Just keeps moving. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the up. Brings him to the open. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! And they turn it into a defensive score.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody, blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give to the back. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Powers through. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll try the right side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Tripped up for the tackle.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. You count up those explosive plays in the game and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Pocket breaking down. Caught behind the line. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. We're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The run from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Gannon University, 17.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's loose. Touchdown Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Grabbed over the middle. It's Royer. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Under fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with this touchdown, man, you got to get a little bit excited. Getting your first win of the season. The first 2 weeks has not gone how you wanted it to go. But today, put a good game together. Offense now scoring this last touchdown. Defense go out. Hold on. Don't make big mistakes. And you got your first dub of the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They'll run play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. He lets one fly deep. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting a lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their 1st win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 13 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. How about that with 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on second down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Third down play from the gun. Grab near the sticks. It's West. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that.
Trying to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse